Hey guys, and welcome back to the podcast. Today's podcast is going to be a very interesting one. I get so many questions on this topic, and I'm excited just to sit down and talk about it and give you guys my thoughts. Sadly, today we don't have a co-host, but it's okay. Next week we do have a co-host with us named Sarah, so make sure you check in for that one. We go over a bunch of different topics and just her story and how she started her business. First, we're going to talk about YouTube. I get so many questions about YouTube, and I just never know really how to say it shortly as well as explain it that great. So I'm going to try here, and if I don't, I'm very sorry in advance, but I'm trying my best. So a lot of people ask, should I start a YouTube channel? And my answer is yes. Why not? It's another social media aspect that you can have for your business or just even personal life. I highly recommend starting a YouTube channel, whether that's you posting daily shorts or posting videos every week. I feel like it's a good idea to do it. Even if you don't plan on posting longevity videos, you can also post shorts, which is pretty much like Reels and TikToks. I kind of repurpose my Reels or TikToks onto YouTube, and they gained traction. I feel like one of mine has like 2.7K, which doesn't seem like a lot, but for my channel, it's about half of my subscribers. So I feel like even if you just post shorts and you have your website on your channel, people are more likely to check out your different socials or check out your website as well. I was looking yesterday and I noticed that 71% of my customers or people who came to my website actually came from YouTube, which is actually pretty surprising because I don't have that many subscribers on YouTube, whereas I have 123K on Instagram and then like 28K on TikTok. You would think that those socials would drive more traffic, but in reality, YouTube has been. And I feel like when people think about YouTube, they think about how they have to post long videos and they have to post consistently. Yes, if you're wanting to start like an actual like channel and posting videos, I highly recommend that you post at least once a week starting off, because then that's getting your channel in motion, I guess I would say, and it makes people say or realize that, okay, she's posting every Monday, she's always posting on this day, and they always look forward to seeing your content. Now, when I started my YouTube channel, I actually started with my phone, and you guys can too. You don't need a camera or special mics or anything in that sorts. You can literally just start with your phone and edit on an app called iMovie on your computer or your iPad, whichever one you may choose. I personally edit on my computer. I just feel like it's a lot easier. There's a bunch of videos too on how to edit on iMovie on YouTube. I highly suggest checking them out. They're super helpful, and I think that iMovie gets the job done. I know a lot of people use Final Cut Pro, but you have to pay for that, and I'm just not in my YouTube era / journey right now to be able to afford that part. So I use as many free stuff as I can. And then a lot of people ask about how you get background music or music for your video that's not copyright. I use thematic.com. Tova from Reborn Club actually showed me them, and I'm super grateful that she did. All you have to do is pay for the subscription. I can't remember if it's like $5 or $7 a month, but there's so many different like genres of music that you can choose from, and as long as you just have I believe it's like the name and then the link, they give you it all that you can just copy, and you post it in the description of your video, you're good to go. You won't get copyrighted or anything. And if you do ever have a problem with copyright, like they flag it as copyright, all you have to do is reach out to the team. They're very, very nice, like such good customer service. I'm very surprised, and they will just take care of it. I've had it happen like twice, I think, and it was my own fault because I use so many different music and like just songs in general on my videos, and not every single video is the same. So I honestly copy and paste my descriptions in every single video. I'm not gonna lie about that because it's just easier, and I just put it up. And sometimes I forget when I add in a different song, and so Thematic actually emails me and they're like, hey, like, you didn't put this in your description, like put this in your description so you don't get copyrighted. And then I just copy. They literally send what you are supposed to put in your description, and so you just copy it and paste it into your description. I love them. I think that they have some bops on there. Like, I literally jam to some of their bops when I'm just chilling. And yeah, I highly recommend them. Highly recommend using them if you are wanting non-copyright music in the background and that good stuff. But while we're on topic of kind of copyright, I guess it's not really exactly the topic, but a lot of people ask me about monetization, and I actually ended up getting monetized. I think it was in like June or July. I think it was July, if I'm correct. And I have had my channel for a couple of years now, but I never really took it seriously until March 2022, when I was like, okay, I love filming YouTube videos. I'm gonna start posting one every single week and posting shorts, all that good stuff. And I ended up getting monetized. I think it, well, how many months was that? April, May, June, July. So about 4 months later. And the whole thing with monetization is that you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers, which actually kind of takes a bit, but at least for me it did. And then you had to have 4,000 watch hours, public watch hours. Now that doesn't mean like subscribe watch hours, so any subscriber that watches your videos does not count towards the 4,000 watch hours. That's for people who aren't subscribed to you. And I think that one kind of took me a bit. But what I realized was in May, so a couple months after I decided to take my YouTube journey seriously, I was posting 10 minutes or more videos. That got my watch hours like to skyrocket because they're longer videos, and I didn't have to, I was still posting one every single week, but I didn't have to worry about hitting those watch hours. And honestly, I think that's what helped me with YouTube and getting monetized. But I make money from YouTube, but honestly, it's not even the money aspect for me for YouTube. I just love filming stuff and being able to look back on probably this era of my life and seeing what I was doing back then. And that's why I started like my own personal YouTube channel. That YouTube channel is really just for travel, because I feel like when I go to places, I kind of forget what I did exactly while I was there. And so I think maybe filming it and vlogging it would be fun. And I just decided to put it on the YouTube channel because why not? Maybe some other people will enjoy it. Some people might want to go to that country or that city and say, oh, I wonder what to do. And maybe my video will pop up and they'll get some ideas from it. After I hit the milestones for monetization, Google sent me a slip in the mail with like the code thing. It's just to verify that you're a real person and your address is correct. And I think it took me only like a couple weeks to fully like get monetization on my channel, because you can hit those milestones, but it might take up to a month for you to start monetizing your content. And what's really nice is that if people watch your old content, you're able to monetize that as well. So it's not just only the new stuff after monetization, everything else gets monetized, which I think is actually super nice, because it would suck if one of my old videos kind of blew up and I didn't make anything off of it. Again, I'm not doing YouTube for the money because I just like to do it for fun. But with YouTube, I think I've been ranging between making about $400 to $1,000 a month on my YouTube channel. And honestly, that just goes back into my YouTube equipment because I want to kind of upgrade. And I highly suggest just upgrading slowly. Like, it doesn't need to be a big growth. And I'm loving it. I love it. And I just have so much fun with YouTube, and there's so much you can do with YouTube as well. So you don't need to really create a channel that's mainly about your business. You can create just like your channel and then have like some business stuff on it, some travel on it, some DIYs or how-tos. You can literally make your YouTube channel anything you want it to be. And I think a lot of people get stuck on that because they feel like, oh, if I own a business and I want to post business content, like it can only be a business YouTube channel. And that's not true whatsoever, because it can literally be anything your heart desires. Like, it does not matter. Next question that I get asked a lot is YouTube SEO. And honestly, I still don't know how to work it. I had just been kind of doing trial and error, and I honestly paid for the subscription called TubeBuddy. It's like part of YouTube, except it's like, I don't know, it's like different. I don't know if they're like owned by YouTube, because like it just automatically goes onto your YouTube channel, which is super nice. But you can pay for different slots. So you can have like the free one, or you can pay for like the second tier. I think I paid for the second tier because it was like $150 for the year. And I figured, why not? I want to try and see if this is actually worth it, so then I can let you guys know if it's worth it. And if you guys want to check it out, they have a free version that you can use. There's no fee, anything like that. All you have to do is just download it. I'll put them in the description as well. But I have been using it for about a month, I want to say. Yeah, I think I just started it the beginning of this month, 2023. And I think they help. Like, I think it helps. It will help you write like your description, as well as seeing if your thumbnail will do well, or write your title for you, keywords in your title. What my package has, it doesn't have like the thumbnail thing, and it doesn't have the description or the title aspect. It has like the tags that you use on YouTube, and I think it's been helping me. I'm not really sure, because I don't know how those videos would do if I did like my own tags. I think that's like the hard part, is seeing how it would do if you didn't have them. But they show you like the ranks of the keywords and if they would do well. So if they're green, like this is like a keyword that you want to put in because maybe there's not a lot of videos on it, or like it's like a good keyword to put in your video for people who might be looking for that type of video. But so far, I've been using it, and I don't have any complaints yet. I don't know if I've seen like a huge spike in my growth on YouTube. But then again, it's trial and error. Again, like I said, I use my YouTube money to put back into my YouTube channel and into the equipment for it. And that's why I was able to start this podcast in the first place, is because of YouTube. A lot of times, people just don't know really what to post about on YouTube or like film, and honestly, neither do I. I post a lot of week in my lives or days in my lives because I think it's just kind of cool to like look back on and see like, okay, in July 15th, 2021, what was I doing? And I'm able to kind of like look back and see what I was doing back then. And you can honestly do anything. If you have a great idea, just write it down and film a video on it and see how it does. And if it does good, then keep doing it, or switch it up if it's not. I feel like YouTube is very broad and you can do like a bunch of different things. I feel like if you have it like at least 3 things on your YouTube channel that you're going to be doing, that's a good start, instead of just doing like one thing the whole time. So for me, mine is now the podcast, days of my life as a business owner, launch day, craft fairs, what else? I have playlists on my YouTube channel, so then people can like look through. But I feel like you don't have, like, yes, mine is mostly business. Like, you can tell like the big umbrella is business, and then it has like these little other things with it. But I think that's like a good starting point to it all, is just having like a broad topic and then kind of working from there in the umbrella effect. Sorry, I'm like literally going like this. But that's how I found my like categories, I guess you could say. I do a lot of craft fairs, and so I knew I wanted to start filming like craft fair vlogs. I do a lot of days or weeks in my life, so just vlogs in general. And then now I started the podcast, and then I had the podcast talking about a bunch of different things. And then I have launch days, because I personally have specific days that I launch like new products, or I'll set a date for when I launch new products, whereas some people just do like a website update, or they just post them. But like I specifically do launch days, so that's another one. Also, if you guys have been wanting to get some inspiration, I highly just recommend that you go onto YouTube and you just search small business owner. There are hundreds, if not thousands, if not like millions of videos of small business owners' days in their life, launch days, that different kind of stuff. And I know you might be scared because it seems very overwhelming, or it is oversaturated. But honestly, think about all the people on the earth, okay? And think about like all of them watching, okay? So most videos are between, I want to say like 7 to like 25 minutes, okay? So like an episode or less than an episode of like your favorite TV show. Now think of like Netflix, Hulu, HBO, all those different kind of platforms. They all have different movies, different shows. Some have similar, but most of the time you have a different platform for every single show. It's kind of annoying. But so think of all those platforms, okay? That's kind of like YouTube. That's how YouTube is to me. And even though there's so many different options for people to watch, they might love your content or your episode or your season, aka playlist. And so they might love it, they'll subscribe, and they'll watch. So don't get in your head or think, I can't do YouTube, it's oversaturated. There's so many people on YouTube. No one's gonna watch my content. Trust me when I say people will watch your content. Even if that's one video or you get 10 views on it, like so many people will watch it. And just keep posting. Don't get in your head. I get in my head a lot because I'm like, oh my gosh, only 200 views. But I'm like, oh my gosh, 200 views. I got 200 people to watch my content. And that's just where you got to start. You got to have that mindset that's like, okay, yeah, I only got 200 views, but I'm just starting out. That's huge. 200 people decided to sit down and watch my video, or 200 people decided to put on my video and listen to it while they do work. That's kind of how I am about this podcast. I'm like, just put it on, do some work. You can watch it if you want. It's not that very interesting. It's just me sitting here with a mic, with my sign behind me, my pink wall. And yeah, I think it's always better to have a good mindset going into it than to have a crappy one. Because if you start with a crappy mindset, you're not going to make it far at all. When I first started doing YouTube, again, I was doing it with my phone. And yeah, my video quality was not the best, but at least I started somewhere, and I started. And by doing that, I bought my camera before I got monetized, like way before, but I decided to purchase my camera, and that's what I used. That's all I had was my camera and a tripod, like the little tiny tripod. And that's what I used for almost a year, probably. I mean, I still use the same camera and the same tripod, but I mean, I didn't get monetized for another like 7 months after I bought my camera. So it might not always be the quality of the video. I mean, yes, it probably is, but it's also probably about the content that you're putting out there. And even if you think that it might be crappy content, who cares? If you like it, you like it. Don't care what other people think. I feel like nowadays so many people are like, no, this person, if I post about this, these people from my hometown, they're going to judge me. They probably will. Honestly, who cares? I know a lot of people probably are like, oh my gosh, Brenna has a YouTube channel now, blah, blah, blah. Do I care? A little bit. I don't like it when people watch it in front of me, but I really don't care if they're making fun of me in the background, because you know what? I'm monetized on YouTube. I'm making money from YouTube. I am living out their 7-year-old dreams, and I'm making it happen. And that's the mindset that you gotta have. You gotta have the mindset that you can do it, and that who cares what other people think? People are gonna be jealous. They're human. I get jealous of people. I'm human. Like, you just gotta start somewhere. And I feel like since I was little, I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel because I loved watching my creators on it, and I just thought it'd be so fun. I always told myself, or like said it out loud, that my life would be a great reality TV show just because of my family. Obviously, I don't put that on the internet. I put business, but it made me want to start a YouTube channel, and so I started it. I was not consistent at first, and it was my personal YouTube channel, this channel. And then I decided to start a business, and I knew I wanted to be all about business because I wanted to use my channel to help other business like creators or business owners, and I wanted them to have a safe space here on my YouTube channel, because I am very blunt. I am going to say if something sucks, it sucks. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or anything like that. You're going to know like what you're getting yourself into, or my exact thoughts on stuff. And I think that's why you guys like me. If you're watching this video, I feel like you guys like me because of how transparent I am and how very blunt I am. And I'm not afraid to say it or show it, because people need to know the true side of it all. I go more in depth in the next podcast with Sarah about this kind of little statement. I hate how people say owning a business is easy. I don't think I'll ever stop saying that. It's so annoying. Anyone can own a business. Don't get me wrong. Anyone can start a business. But don't ever say that it's easy to start one, because it's not. It's really not. You have to get your footing in on the socials. You have to get on the schedule of posting on socials and constantly showing your face and creating products. I love creating products, don't get me wrong, and I love creating content. But sometimes it can be overwhelming, and it's not easy because your content might not see that many people. And that's how you run a business, is people seeing it. Okay, I'm not going to rant about that on this podcast. You guys will just have to check out. I don't remember if was it on Sarah's episode or was it on Megan's? Honestly, it might have been on Megan's. So I might just be repeating myself. I don't know, but you should check them both out. Sarah's will be the week after this one. But I don't know. It just kind of annoys me. And I don't think a lot of people get that. A lot of people ask me like what social media I use for my business, and I use Facebook, so I created a Facebook page. And then I also use Instagram. Instagram is owned by Facebook, so you can hook up your Instagram to your Facebook page, and anything you post on Reels or feed post on Instagram, it will automatically go onto your Facebook page, which is super nice because that is just something I don't have to worry about posting on, and it just does it automatically for me. And some people don't have Instagram. Some people just have Facebook, and so they're still able to find me on Facebook. And then I have TikTok, obviously, and YouTube. And then I also have Pinterest. I try and pin once a day, but lately it's been like once a week, just because I haven't really had any new products coming in. But yeah, so those are the social media that I personally use. I'm sure a lot of business owners use those exact same ones. And like I was saying, even if you don't fully start a YouTube channel, you can still like recycle your Reels or your TikToks and post them onto YouTube. Just make sure that you don't copyright a song. YouTube does have a lot of songs that you can choose from that aren't copyrighted, that are like bop songs. So like Flowers, Miley Cyrus, that one you can use on YouTube. Kind of like that area of music. Like, it's not just like the chill, calm, no lyrical music. Like, they have like pop music too. They also have chill. They have good chill. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, honestly, when it comes to social media, I try and recycle as much content as possible because it just makes it easier on me. And a lot of people don't have TikTok, so anything you post on TikTok, you might as well post on Instagram or on YouTube, because people don't see the TikToks because they obviously don't have it, and they'll probably see it on Instagram. Or maybe people don't have Instagram or TikTok and they'll see it on Facebook because it's recycled. It like automatically gets posted there. Or maybe they don't have Facebook either. They have YouTube though. They'll see it on YouTube Shorts. And I just think it's like a really good way to get on, or I think it's a really good idea to get on all social media platforms that you can for your business, because then that's how you're gonna get your business out there as much as you can. And a lot of people ask me how I post so much. It's recycling content. I hate to say it, but it really is just kind of recycling content. Everything I post on TikTok doesn't really get onto Instagram, I would say, because I feel like TikTok just kind of has those trends going around, like the mouthing ones, and then you just have like the text up top. I don't really put those ones on Instagram, but most of my stuff does get recycled because it makes it easier on me to be able to still post on every social media platform every single day. And in reality, I only have to really worry about 3 of them: Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. But you can actually save, so you can't save with the music, but if you edit in Instagram, which that's what I used to do a lot of the time, and you save the video, you can upload it onto YouTube and just pick a song. Or you can try and find the song that you used on Instagram, which most of the time they do have it. And you can just put that song, put whatever you want. It's like the description, but honestly, I just put hashtags in it and post it. That's how like you can recycle content really easily. And if you think that you don't have anything to post, look back at all your old videos, kind of mash them up maybe, and then post that. That would be another thing, because it's not the exact same content that you posted, but it's like all the content in that I can't talk today, that you have posted all in one video. If you decide to start YouTube, don't worry about anything being perfect or everything being edited perfectly. I look back at some of my old videos and I'm like, that was such bad editing, because you evolve and you get better at editing and you realize your style of editing. And I feel like nothing is ever going to be perfect. Just like if you make your own website, nothing is ever going to be perfect. You're going to be switching it up so many times, working on it, and doing research on how you can make it better as well. And so I just say start. If you've been wanting to start a YouTube channel, just start. Start somewhere, whether you're posting once a week or once every 2 weeks, and you can literally film anything you'd like to. Everyone thinks everything is interesting. I'm one of those people, I'm not gonna lie. I literally watch the most randomest videos while I'm doing work, and I think they're interesting. And honestly, how I found a lot of the people that I subscribe to is by the homepage and like the recommended. And like I have the craziest like difference. So I have travel vloggers, I have cooking channel, and like just regular vlogging channel. I have like the most expensive, or like I forget what his like channel, like I know what his channel is about, but like he flies on planes and he shows you like the first class. Like I follow that. There's just so many, like, any, like I just feel like yes, anyone can start a YouTube channel. Honestly, just do it. Like I feel like that's easier than starting a business because all you have to do is just like film the content, edit the content, upload the content, and that's it. And just wait for something to happen. And if you do start YouTube, don't get down on yourself if you don't really get that many views. Like, you got this. Just let YouTube take its course. Let YouTube do its thing. It will bring you people to your channel. With that being said, we're going to end the podcast here. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed already. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.